All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Point flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Hey, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't feel them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 80-42, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can.
Hey,
Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the fourth spot. Been in this position,
gotta love it, gotta love it. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get it.
They don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, continent.
All right, how we doing? How we doing? Welcome in. W's in the chat. Let's go. Let's go.
Said it's impossible, huh?
For who?
Oh man, you know if anyone can.
All right, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Good to see y'all. Game time, baby. Game time.
I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do.
I think we're good. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah. Had to make two, and then had to make 3 and 4. And when you make 4, you got to make 5, right? What is good, everyone? What is good? Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are back. Another New York Alive session. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Who we got here today? Rafi in the house. What up, Rafi? What up, 3 Ants? Lucas in the building. What's up, Teddy? K Vila. What's up, Sean? Louis G in the house. What up, Louis G? What's good? What's good? How you guys feeling? What's the word of the day, gang? What's the word of the day? Oh, snap. All right. Battio Life in the house. What up, Drew? Nate G in the building. What's pop? Berlin in the house. What's good? What's good? Oh man, all y'all need to get one of these like massage guns, man. I'm telling you, if you ain't got one yet, you gotta get one. This thing will touch your soul in the back, man. I'm telling you. All right, traders next door. What up, Zyper? What up, Wokey? Stevie Mac in the house. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Yanosh. All right, let me stop messing around. Time to work. Time to work. You gotta have a little fun with it, you know? A couple games here and there. Couple games here and there, you know? You can't be so uptight with the boss, you know what I mean? What up, Energy? What's good? What's good? How you guys feeling? What up, Mason? Good to see y'all. Welcome in, gang. Welcome in. Let me move this over here. Clubhouse got motion. Z Gamer in the house. What's poppin'? What up, Damien? It's been a wild ride. It's been a wild last, like 48 hours have been crazy. Crazy. Anyway, welcome in all. Let me go ahead and pray for you and just give thanks that we can do this, and then we will begin our voyage here today. All right, let's do this. Well, God, we thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for the fact that we're just all here. We may not know exactly why we're all here, but we thank you that we are. We thank you that you've given us each other. We thank you that just as iron sharpens another, one man sharpens another as well. So we thank you for unity. We thank you for the spirit of victory and blessing that pour upon us. We just give you all the glory. We thank you for the knowledge, for the wisdom, for the understanding. We thank you for giving us clarity when others have confusion and making the right decisions for a bigger future. Lord, we thank you. We give you all the glory for your blessing here today. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey man, let's rock and roll. We different. We different. You know, you got to come to grips at some point and just know you're just different. Right? We ain't like them, gang. We ain't like them. So we ain't going to act like them. We ain't going to talk like them. We ain't going to walk like them. Right? We are going to be about our business. Yeah. Different. All right, well, let's get started here. It is NY Open, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Nothing happening right now for those that are all excited and, you know, anticipating and all antsy here at NY Open. Just relax. Everybody chill. Everyone chill. I'm going to start slow, so that way you can chill for a sec. All right, only bands in the house. What's poppin'? The title is the past, man. I don't even know anymore. What's the past? What's the future? What's the present? We're just in the moment here. We're in the moment, baby. So let's get a fresh top-down analysis. There ain't much going on in the news today. We do have crude oil inventories a little bit later. I think it's at like 10:30. So nothing too crazy going on ahead of us here for the session, or at least most of the session. We got crude oil inventories on the tail end, but you know, it is what it is, right? We'll take care of that then. Other than that, nothing much happening. So let's jump into the charts. If you guys can give the stream a like here to start it off, sub to the channel if you're not subscribed, and let's talk. Higher time frame, lower time frame. You guys ready? Y'all ready? You want to lock in real quick? Put the video game down real quick. Pause it. Pause the video game. Put the jewel down. Let's lock in here, all right? All right, let's talk about the daily here, because the daily is a bit of an issue, right? So let me just lower this music a little bit more. Should be good, right there. Should be good. All right, so by the way, our analysis the last couple days, really the last couple weeks, has been absolutely on point here on the daily time frame. So what do you know, this daily candle, right? We broke the lows there yesterday. We came back up, broke the highs, and straight into this zone, right? The exact zone we talked about. I would go back and watch the top-down analysis on like the last 3 or 4 New York sessions, so you can see how we just literally plotted all of this out before it ever happened. So we actually did end up breaking the highs there. We did grab that celery play to push up. We do have the rest of the range here, but there's a bit of an issue now, right? Because there's no top wick on this candle. Everyone see that? No top wick at all. Not even like one of those zoom in top wicks or anything here on this bullish candle. So most likely this guy will not move up today, and we will most likely continue pushing down. We've been basically milking sells ever since Asian last night. So we're going to see if we can get any more here in New York sesh. So daily no top wick, most likely going to move down. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour is actually possibly giving us a bit of a celery play here, right? So you have this huge move up, right? We kind of moved up, crazy move in Asian session a couple nights ago. You get this little uptrend to work out. We end up pushing up. We close with no top wick on the daily, no top wick on the 4-hour. What do you know? We create resistance, right? Shocking. We come on down, and now we still got a little bit of room left here, right? I don't really like the way this candle just died out there. I didn't see this candle either, so I don't know if we broke the lows first, came back up, broke, you know what I mean? So I'm not too sure exactly how that candle went, but now we broke the lows pretty early, I think, in this 4-hour candle without much of a top wick. Now again, anytime you have a celery play, you don't need much of a top wick, but you know, we are pretty, you know, we've moved down quite a bit, let's just say, on the 4-hour chart here. And then if we look left, we've got this area here. So I need to see and identify what that looks like on the 1-hour chart along with these wicks right here, so we can make sure we're not, you know, selling into any supports or anything like that, right? So let's take a look here. We got 1-hour time frame. You have a closure below the range here, which looks pretty good. Closure below. So let's talk about these candles here. You got resistance form. You got a breakout here. You got closure below. Decently clean traffic to the left, but it's a little wicky, right? This bullish candle closed below 34.25, which is good. So as long as this guy now can close below, I'm totally open to continuing to short the gold market here today, and that'll look more so something like this, right? Like a pretty strong closure, and then we could probably continue moving down here, right? If we start to close above though, then I think we can definitely come back up, as this daily candle just fluctuates here today, right? It may not make a big move. It may just fluctuate, you know, try and move back bullish, try and get back down bearish. So let's see what the 30 minutes talking about. So it looks like we do have a bit of a fake out here on the 30. I did see a 15-minute resistance here. So this is what I got for today. So sells below 34.23 on gold, and then you have buys above 34.27. Okay, if you caught this move, if you caught this move right here, then maybe like take your profits, right? Like take those profits. That was a decent move up, trying to take advantage of the fade. I could totally see why one would take that on the 30-minute time frame. You broke the lows. If you re-broke those highs, you get the quick push up. But now we're coming into that 15 resistance here. So we're gonna pause here for a moment, let price break, or at least I am, let price break out of this range. And then if it does, we've got clean traffic moving all the way down towards 34.18, and clean traffic moving all the way up towards 34.33 here today. So that's it. Yeah, that is it. This range here, it's a 40 pip range, and I'm most likely not going to do anything in that zone there today. So buys above look very nice. That would also be this 4-hour candle re-breaking its own high, which is very nice. And then obviously the 1 hour moving up, 30-minute breaking its own high or previous high, 15 closure. Or if we look for the sells below, right, which are really working out well, but they may stop here now, but they've been working out pretty well. That's also going to break the 4-hour low here. So we're in good position. We got the 4-hour candle surrounded. It's a stick up, right? And now we're just going to wait. We're going to hang tight and let him come out the range. And when he does, boom. All right. So that's the day here on Goldie. That's the day. Can we get a headshot here today on a sniper entry, sniper exit? And we'll see what we can do. We got some good range to play around in. Buys look pretty good. You got a 62 pip range. The shorts are pretty decent as well, 50, 55 pips. And that's my day here. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yep, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. It's going to be pretty much a no trade range here for me. And then anything above looks awesome. Anything below looks awesome-er too. All right, cool. That is it, baby. That is it. So that is gold. Let's take a look at ES here as well. If you guys have any questions on gold, just give me a holler once we're done with ES, and we'll answer some questions. But yeah, it's going to be a little tricky. We talked about this in Asian. You have no top wick here as well on this candle. You also, you're continuing to close right here at resistance. So this is going to be tough. Might be tough here today and tomorrow. Probably not into any buys here unless it's super clean on the lower time frame. Excuse me. You have this this low here though. I'm very interested to see if we break that low, could we continue down and just kind of like barcode here on the daily time frame for a couple days, like just start to consolidate, and we do some barcode trading on the higher time frame on ES here. 4-hour is moving up, but we're right here. The buys look pretty good, not gonna lie, but like you got resistance here, you got it here, you got it here. So let's see what that looks like on the 1 hour. 1 hour, yeah. I'm not really feeling ES, the buys here. I'm really not. I like the sells coming back down though, below 81, maybe even below probably 80 here. Let me see the 30-minute. Yeah, maybe below 80 here. I don't really like the buys, to be honest. Probably won't take any buys here today on ES. Yeah, maybe if we get like a fake out down here towards 80 and you got all clean range coming back up, I might be interested in that. So you get this move here, we come down, and then we form support. But to take my buys above like 90 up there is not for me here. So sells look good, or we potentially take some buys from like a lower point, later on. So that's pretty much it. I'll probably wait on the 4-hour to close here and see what happens with ES. But yeah, that's it. I think other than that, we're pretty good to go. Shorts may even play out a little sooner on ES, depending on the price action. So yeah, I like the sells below 84. Not really interested in the buys at all. 4-hour lows are sitting there. So yeah, I like sells below 84 here. So we'll see what happens. If the buys want to run, they could run. I'm good on those. I'll probably sit in for the sells here. If not, I'll just kind of lock in on gold. Cool. Any questions, comments, concerns? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Full margin. 15-minute pack runner. Yep, looks like it to me. Yep. Any trades in the clubhouse? Yeah. Clubhouse. Dude, we did. What did we do? We took sells. Yes. We took sells last night up here. So we took these sells. In Asian sesh. So you had this like range right here. We got a closure below. This was also a 15-minute celery, and we took the sells. Our target was to come down into here. Basically took everything right there. Yeah. Clean move, clean move. Nice tight stop loss too on that trade. Very, very simple idea. Just a very simple range 2 type of closure below, and fired away. I was very, very bearish last night. Where we were on gold was like, I mean, it was just written all over the place. Like we should move down, right? Daily at no top wick here, all that stuff. You get your closure. He sells on the break of the low there. So that was good. That was also a 15-minute celery play. If you look right there, see how we had the celery right there. So closure below, and second candle closed below, and then that was our trading candle right down. Yeah. Clean move. Clean move. Very, very nice. Just continued melting all day or all night, I should say. Yeah, throughout the Asian sesh. Okay, cool. So let's see if we can crack this range here. We got 12 minutes on the 15-minute time frame. And then we got 8:30 coming up. So 8:30's actually been a bit of a busy time here for us over the past week. We haven't taken many trades at 8:30 throughout the year, but this past week we've had about what, like 2 or 3? 2 or 3? It's a stick up. Hey, yo, that's how we're looking at the 4-hour candle right now. Like, run the pockets, run the pockets. What up, Clubhouse? How we feeling? How y'all doing? Good to see you guys. Amazing Asian session last night. W. Pre-NY looked like it was almost setting up, but no closure below, so no entry. Just a little range game. London looked good too. Where was the London trade? Where was the London one? Looked good. Looked real good. Direction was on the money. Is it like a pack runner or something? What do I do about the... Oh, wait. What do you not like about the 30-minute fake out? The 15-minute resistance here. Yeah. So I'd rather wait for the... Like, let's say this 15 now closes above. You know, I'll miss out on those pips for a nice closure above with nice clean range to the left. And then I'll take the buy on the next candle after the breakout. Forex chart. I haven't opened my Forex chart. I am going to do another, probably going to take $5,000 here today. $5,000 withdrawal. That one I am going to move to the bank. Let's do live. Toro, let's see. Let me take a look at Forex price action. Yeah, hey, the power of a live account, man. In the last 2 days, $7,900 on the live account. The power, and then guess what? Today I'm going to take 5,000 of that. Power of the live account. You can make money when you want. You can take money when you want. It's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. I also am qualified for a payout on my XFA 2, which maybe I'll do that, and then just about qualified for a payout here as well. I think I need like another G or something. Good idea or unnecessary? What time was this? What time was this? Because right after, I would say right after the pre-NY stream, like I was really expecting price to move up at 7:30. Like it was just, look at the 30-minute time frame. We're just moving down for so long. So on this candle, I was really expecting that candle to fire away here, you know, like, so I really wasn't looking for the sells anymore. I know you got the closure below here, but look how far we've driven down. So most likely this daily candle today will just like fluctuate. It won't make a big move. It'll just kind of move about its business, like right here, you know, like boom, 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 like a little fluctuation here. I mean, I could be wrong, right? We could fly up and fill the wick, or go down and, you know, land on my keyboard or something down here, right? But from my experience, today is going to be more so a bit of a fluctuating daily candle like this. So anytime you are that low, I wouldn't sell, right? I would maybe look for buys, because that sell right there. And this is the crazy part about trading, is every scenario is different. Every scenario is unique, right? Because if this 4-hour candle had already closed, right? And now we were doing this, selling down there would make total sense, right? It would make total sense to continue selling there. But when you have a daily candle that looks like this, it probably won't make a huge move today. So it's most likely going to fluctuate. So anytime you do go boom, 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 like down like that, you know, expect that pullback to come at some point. So it's probably going to start coming now. That we're approaching like 820, 830. So let's see how Comics Open does. Looks like we're coming back above the range here. So if we get a 15-30 closure outside of that range, I like these buys. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Nice. Just trading live accounts. That's great. That's great. Do I execute them separately? Like, what do you mean? Like different trades? Or I usually take the same trade with the accounts. Yeah. Very rarely do I take a trade like on like the forex account and not take it on the futures account. What lot size do you recommend on a $500 live account? I don't know. I would say like probably like 0.10 max. You know, that way you're trading, it was just like, I would just trade like $1 or anywhere from $1 to $5 per pip. Yeah, because 500, you don't want to go too heavy on 500, because, I mean, if you, let's say you opened one lot, right, on 500, 50 pips and you're done. You know, the account's blown. So you got to be calculated with it. So I would make a little game plan. So if you have $500, how much are you willing to risk per trade? Right? If you're willing to risk 100, right? Then, you know, if it goes good, it'll go good. If not, you'll lose that in like 5 trades. So, you know, you got to really figure out, what am I willing to risk? I would say on average, for a $500 account, maybe risking like $50 per trade is pretty good. So whatever lot size that kind of adds up to, depending on how big your stops are. In the buys, very nice, very nice. Buys look good. Buys look good. Gonna see if we can get that closure. 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. How come I don't trade at NQ anymore? I never really officially. What's up, Conrad? I never really officially traded NQ. You know, I was testing it out, just like I've tested out like many other pairs. So it was just really sample sizing that you guys kind of seen, and didn't really like the data, so got rid of it. Got rid of it, Conrad. We got rid of it. And now we started to trade ES a little bit more, right? So now ES has been coming in pretty good as a secondary trade. We've been able to make some good money on it in the last month or two. Really started to turn up with ES. Yeah. Yep. Can I check Forex chart? Yeah, what about it? It looks just like the futures chart. I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at it now. Moving on up. Like the Jeffersons. Like the Jeffersons. There is no 15-minute resistance, though, on Forex. 4 hour. Does the 4 hour look bearish? The 4 hour, yeah, I mean, look, we broke the lows there, right? We kind of tried to get this pack runner. That's why I was very skeptical about this 4 hour candle, because it was like we came right into that area there, broke the low, and then just started kind of trying to pop back up there. So now that we rebroke the 4 hour high, who knows? This candle can go anywhere now, right? We can continue moving bullish, or we can flip back down with having a bottom wick now, and then you know, continue breaking the lows here. So I like the idea of us moving up, though. Like I said, the daily candle will most likely just kind of fluctuate around here today. So I like the idea of us moving up right now, right? And then maybe looking for more sells a little bit later above 33 or something. Will I execute on both charts? Yes. Yeah. Like last night, you know, I was in the Asian trade on both forex and futures. Yeah, Asian was took this in London. What do you think? I like it. Yeah, again, you know, being at the bottom of the range there, kind of like we are similar right now. You know, if you can get in early like that, like this entry here would have been very nice, right? Start moving up now. So, but then if you can't get that entry, then you most likely have to just wait for a little breakout, right? Which isn't a big deal either. But yeah, the earlier the better. Yeah, not bad at all. Clean. Hello, buddy. Go, buddy, go. All right. Yo, what up, Cameron? How are you, man? How are you? The forex. Oh, it didn't break the low on the. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it didn't break the low there on forex. True. Interesting. How come I don't enter on the 5 minute or the 1 minute? Because every time I did that, I lost all my money. So I had to stay away from that now. So every time usually like 70% of the time I enter on like 15, 30, 1 hour, I make money. 75% of the time I enter on 1 minute, 5 minute, I lose money. So I just look at the numbers, play the logical, you know, process in my brain, and just stick with what works. Not saying that the 1 minute and the 5 minute don't work. It just said it don't work for me. Good morning, Stephen B. What's poppin'? How are you? What's up, Rafi? Chat's quiet. I smell FOMO. I smell a whole lot of FOMO right now. I smell it. I smell FOMO. Come on, you guys are better than that. You guys are better than FOMO. You either took it because you like the 15 or 30, or you waited because you have a 15 resistance, man. You got to make up your mind, and then you got to be cool with what decision you make, right? Once the decision was made that, hey, I'm going to wait on that 15-minute resistance, that's it, gang. Ain't no FOMO after that, right? You either don't know what you're doing, right? Or you had that 15-minute resistance there, right? That's why you're not in this trade. If you like the 15-minute celery, right, and you like the 30-minute fake out, then you should have been in. You should be in the trade, right? And if you're not, then you should have been, right? You shouldn't have stayed out just because I stayed out, right? So one trader could be playing the 15-minute resistance. Another trader could just say, the hell with that. I'm taking it off the 30 support. So which one are you? You know what I mean? And then you got to stay in firm on your decision that you make. And then there's no FOMO whatsoever after that. Ah, I got y'all. See? I knew you guys were having FOMO. I knew it. I knew it. I could just feel it. I could feel these things. Yo, what up, Vince? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? You make your bed and then you lie in it. Yes, if you took it, fantastic. You know, you took it, great way to step in and do what you said you were going to do. If you said you were going to take it and you didn't take it, man, that's messed up. Let's see. What up, bands? Count it up. Let me see who's in Zoom here. Oh, squad. Beautiful. What up, Rafi? Oh, I didn't know I can move. I didn't know I can move images here.
Good morning, my brother. How you doing? How you feeling?
Great, G. How are you?
I'm blessed. How we doing, chat?
I'm feeling like the
we feeling this
physical
morning?
manifestation of the word abundance.
Lovely.
All right, it's crazy. Uh-oh. Big bang, king man crying. That's never good. How we feeling? Good? Let's
man,
spotlight
feeling
Rafi for everyone.
Let me see. Oh,
Boom.
here we go. I was looking for the YouTube chat. I'm like, where is it? Where did it go? It disappeared, but we're back.
Back on track. All right, let's see what ES is doing. So ES may be giving us an opportunity here in a little bit. Yeah, 1 hour looks so nice here. If we can get closures below in the 1 hour, I love that trade. Very similar to last night's trade. Yeah, beautiful. All right. Rise accounts. You can do Rise. There's multiple options, so it just depends. Are you gonna use crypto, or are you gonna try and how do you want to do it? Like, how do you normally like move your crypto? What up, Big Fire? What's good? What's good? Sim Z in the house. ES sells could be forming. Yeah, they're not bad. Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on ES here, because I really like these sells. I'm definitely bearish on ES today. So 4 hour trying to come back down now. We're just in this overall just crunch of like consolidation here. So let's see if we're going to make a move, it's going to happen in NY Sesh. Yeah, a lot of people were looking for sells on gold. Yeah, so it's tough to switch your bias like that very quickly. I get it. All right, so on gold now we have to wait. I guess, price moved a little bit too much. So we'll see. Again, this daily candle will probably fluctuate here just a bunch today. So yeah, we'll see if we get a little bit of a pullback, and then maybe look for more buys, or see if any sort of sells begin to set up here too, right? If we can kind of come all the way up now, like what the heck, might as well just come all the way up and come into that area, and then try and create some sort of like bearish ideas. Again, the daily candle, the idea that daily candle like fluctuating all day here today could just kind of allow us to basically just play in this overall range right here today. This would be like the playground for gold. So we'll see. ES is S&P 500. S&P.
Yeah, we're looking at those either buys or sells, and it closed right at support on the 15. We called it on New York.
Yeah, no, that made sense. Yeah, the sells were kind of ending at that point. So I think that was pretty wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fade worked out really well yesterday. So after your big move up, and that's kind of like what we could start looking for maybe at 34, like 34 up here is the potential idea for the fade. If we don't get up there, it's no biggie. I'm also open for like this break and retest to move back up as well. But if we do get up there and we kind of come back down, then what we can look for is the fade. I think it was over here. Let me show you guys on this account. So yeah, right here. Yeah, so pretty much took the fade yesterday. So you had this big move up here, right? Huge move up, and then as you can see on, let me go to the 15 minute because it look much cleaner there. 15-minute time frame over here, right? So we moved up, we closed above. We remember this is where we took our buys towards the end of New York session yesterday, where I got hit at break even. So we did continue moving up until that area 84, in which we were talking about taking profits at. But see how we closed with no wick, and then we just popped up, right? Big rejection. So this bearish candle here now, right? What happened on this candle was, and I was just watching it live, is we came down, we made a low, we flipped, we came up, we made a high, we re-broke the low, and I'm like thinking, this fade looks like it's setting up here, right? So we broke the low, we came back up, you know, we flipped up, we didn't really break the high, we re-broke the low again, and then we came up and broke these highs like in real time. So once we broke the high that third time, I set a sell stop right, the low was like sitting right there. So I set a sell stop on that low and then just executed here, came down, this candle closed, next one came up, boom, came down, and I was basically out the trade right there. So that was the fade. So the fades are tough, you know, obviously they're going to be more of like that. The fade is the only position where we really don't have a confirmation candle. Like the fade is a true impulse trade idea where you are literally going against everything the market is currently saying, right? But there's a time and a place, and we obviously sample sized that last year, got over 100 trades in our sample size data, and then, you know, we began to know when it works and when it doesn't. So that was a good position right there. Made about 4,000 on my live account on that trade, and then this is the one that we took in Asian. Broke the lows, entered in, and then just held on to this trade the whole time coming down. I think I closed yeah, right there. No, actually on this candle. So closed on that very next candle and another $4 grand. So that's how you run up 8 grand in 24 hours, right? And that's the power of the live accounts and whatnot, and being able to leverage a little bit of your own capital. But those were the two trades: the fade and then the onion play. Yeah. Pretty good. Both pretty good ideas. The first one definitely a little risky, but the fade, anytime you're taking the fade, it's going to be a little risky. Any trade's going to be a little risky. Yeah, ES bleeder on the breakout. Yeah, if we can get a breakout, that'd be awesome. 1 hour ideally would be the best. Why didn't I leave a runner? I was scared. I said I'm holding this on my live account. I'm like, I'm holding this for a swing trade. I'm holding this till New York session tomorrow. And look, I would have been very well off had I done that, right? And I told the guys I wanted to take like a swing trade on my live account because I just believed that price would run all the way down here. And yeah, that would have been a big, man. That would have been a biggie. Holy. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I don't know, man. I seen $4,000, $4,200, $4,100, and I clicked X. That was it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, baby. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Did I take ES breakout? No. Oh, Rafi. Sneak peek on the playbook 3.0. I think I gave you guys a sneak peek on IG, right? No more sneak peeks. No more sneak peeks. Drops tomorrow in the clubhouse. Yeah. What up, Jimmy Crypto? Good morning. Yep, should have left the small runner. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, brother. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm not mad, though. You know what I mean? I'm not mad. How could I be mad, brother? How could I be mad? You know what I mean? I'm just grateful we get to make money out of thin air, and I don't have to go grab a shovel and dig a hole or something, right? So I'm just thrilled to be here.
Get stuck in traffic.
Yes.
Eat fast food because you got no time to eat.
Yep. I sat down. I had basically nothing to do yesterday, so I just went to this Spanish food spot. Wanted to get some chicken. Got like literally like 50 grams of protein. Is like just one chicken. So I went over there just to sit down, relax. This other guy comes in. He's all hyper. He's like, "Hey, you want it to stay?" He's like, "Nah, man. I gotta get back to work. And I just like, I just sit back and like observe a lot, and I just observe, and I'm like, the Matrix got everyone running like this for no reason. Like, he was honestly pretty fired. I mean, I liked his attitude, right? He was actually excited to get back to work, but the guy was about 400 pounds, long hair, just rushing right back to work. I seen the car that he got in. I'm not judging based off his car, but I'm just saying, like, I could just see, like, so it's like, where are you going? Like, what are you working for? What do you work? Like, I feel like a lot of people nowadays are just working their whole lives away. Like, it's just they don't even have time to eat lunch. Like, not even to eat.
Bro,
one of the most spiritual practices that we have, and they gotta just run right through it, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I just observe, and I'm just thankful. You know what I mean? I'm thankful that we can do life like this, and we can participate in the markets, and we have an understanding, and we put the time in, and we know what we're doing on these charts. You know what I mean? So I'm not too stressed out about no runner. You know what I mean? I'm pretty satisfied. I'm not too too greedy. You know what I mean? So. You should see how bad my car is. Hey, you should see how bad some of the cars I've had were too, So I get it, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so we got a 15 closure coming up. 15 closure. Let's take a look at ES over here. Wow, what a move down on the 15. Holy smokes. Yeah, 15 closure coming, 30 not yet, 1 hour not yet. 4K, yeah, it's pretty good money. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. There you go, Alf Stacks. It could always be worse. It could always be worse. 6 years into the process, getting out of plumbing, gas fitting. Yeah, you can do it. You just gotta dedicate yourself, and you don't. I mean, you weren't called to work for a paycheck and just do that every single day. I mean, it's like what I started looking at, like when I was 20 years old, I started looking around and saying, man, none of this makes sense. Like anyone else thought that? I don't know if everyone actually, gets to that level where you just look around, you're like, wait, what are we doing here? Like what's the point of all this, right? Like, why is everyone just going to work, to come home and put the TV on, eat dinner, go back to sleep, and go back to work again? It just did not click in my brain for the longest time, and it still doesn't. So that's probably why I, became an entrepreneur and became a business owner and all that, because I just don't understand it. Never did, never related. All right, let's see. How are we gonna do here? We got 12 seconds, so probably gonna wait on that 1 hour here. Yeah. We do need plumbers. We do. Yeah, we do. Nah, there is no solution. It's just you not working if you don't want to. It's one thing if you love plumbing, right? I mean, I want a plumber who loves his job. But if you don't love plumbing and you're just plumbing because your dad did it and his dad did it and your uncle did it, and it's paying some of your bills right now, then I think that's an issue. I think that's a problem. I think that's you suffocating your spiritual abilities to go out and be the best version of yourself, right? So if someone loves plumbing, or if they love being an electrician, then I think that's fire. I think that's fantastic. But let's be honest, most people don't. All right, most people are just going to work for the paycheck. And if you don't believe that, then next time you talk to someone, or even ask yourself this, will you go to work for 1 week without getting paid? And if you'll do it for a week, will you do it for a month? And if that's the case, then I'll take the paycheck at the end of September. You work for the money and I'll take the paycheck. Right? So most people are only solely doing it for the money to pay the bills at the house that they never stay at, right? Because they're too busy all day at work. Right? So imagine you work all day to pay a house that you don't even really live in, just to sleep in it, right? Just to watch a couple episodes of your favorite show, right? And eat some unhealthy meal and nuke it in this microwave, that's what they call it, a microwave. That's right. And go about your business. I think that is hell, right? That's in a way some sort of fashion of hell, right? So it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Crazy, man. You get like, what, 30 minutes to eat?
30 minutes to gobble something down. I remember I was in door-to-door sales. People were making fun of me. I'm like, you're in door-to-door sales, dummy. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, look, you wake up, you go out your bedroom door, into your bathroom door, back out of your bathroom door, back into your bedroom door, into the kitchen door, out the front door, gobble, 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 gobble. You're eating your breakfast on the way to your car door. You get in your car door, you get out your car door, you go in your office door, you say hello to your boss at his door, then you go back into your office door, then you leave your office door, you go out to lunch, gobble, 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 once again, rush it down, go back into the office door, into your office door, out the office door, into your car door, back into your house door. You're living the door-to-door lifestyle, right? Like that's the door-to-door lifestyle, where you're just going from one to another, back to another, to another, back to another, right? So, yeah, it's pretty interesting.
No wonder people
people's
are
philosophy.
stressed.
I'm selling. I don't really have much time to think. I can tell. I wouldn't have enough time to think either. Door to door. That's door to door, baby.
I gotta get ready.
It's wild. It's a wild world. They got us rushing. Everywhere.
Truly.
Yeah, and look, it's understandable, right? We get programmed as a child. The school system builds us for this. So that's why right now you're like, I don't even know if I like this guy anymore, right? Because you've been programmed by the system to, when someone says something like that, for it to strike a nerve in you. But if you really sit back, you're trading for a reason, right? You clearly want something else in life. Like, why not maybe listen to the words? Like, see if they actually resonate with you, instead of immediately writing them off with the filter that the world gave you. Notice how it kind of ticks you off, but you're like, you know what, at the same time, he's kind of right? That's because the filter that the world put on you is trying to, get me to sound stupid to you, right? And like, no, don't even listen to that, right? But there's some wisdom here. Little bit. Okay, so let's see how we do here. 15-minute pulling back, closing with no wick as expected. We need the 1 hour to close below. 1 hour. Let's see what Goldie's up to. Gold's just a little stagnant right now, so. What up, James? How are you, my good friend? How are you? Calling another man boss. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do for a little bit, but I mean, like I said, for me, I always was on the verge of like, I'll keep a income, but I'm always gonna have some sort of secondary income. I've always had that. Even when I worked at a job, right? I always had something else going on the side. I'm like your Uber driver, your Uber driver, he's just always got something else going. He's like, yeah, I drive Uber, but I trade options as well. Like, oh, yeah, really? Well, yeah, I'm an Uber driver, but I only do this part-time. I got an e-commerce business. So that was me growing up. I'd always, I work for Mercedes, but I do this or do that outside of it. So yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Who pressed the button? I don't know. You're an Uber driver? Yeah. Yeah, I'm an Uber driver, but I day trade futures on the side. It's like literally every Uber driver I talk to says the same, says basically something along those lines. Because I always ask them, how you like Uber? You do this full time? I'm always talking to them and stuff. Oh yeah, I like it, but I only do it part time. I got crypto. I do crypto. Yeah, I do crypto on the side and stuff. I'm like, okay, nice. I just pretend I have no idea what's crypto. What's trading. I don't even say that I know what I even know about it and stuff. So I just really like hearing people talk for no reason, almost, right? Like they don't even know the words that are coming out of their mouth. It's very interesting what's going on right now. So I like observing that type of stuff.
Crazy, man. That's just facts right there.
My guy said Bitcoin was going down. Stop. It was like I forget when it was, but Bitcoin was flying at the time. He's like, yeah, I do crypto trading. I'm like, oh, really? Like Bitcoin and stuff? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, how's Bitcoin going right now? He was saying that it was going down. Meanwhile, it was going up. I'm like, these guys don't even know what they're talking about. That's crazy. I'm heavily invested in Bitcoin. Really? So I find all this stuff interesting. Let's see. Trying to have trading by the main, DoorDash on the side. DoorDash, let's go. DoorDash is so like if you need money for a funding account or to start I wish DoorDash was around back in like when we only could do live accounts, because I would have just ran up DoorDash like every single day, and any of that money I just would have put into my account. Shout out to everyone doing DoorDash and stuff, like even Uber, like taking that money and investing it into your dreams and goals. I mean, that's where the winners win. I get my day trading tips from my Uber driver. Yeah. He gives me my stock. He gives me my stock tips. Yep. After that, I go, really? You sound pretty smart with this stuff. Any advice on any stocks I should buy? Yes. What's up, Cold Dragon? James, where's my good friend James? What's up, James? James, I know a few James though. Are you really my good friend James? Full-time trader's hard, another job. Your live stream has been my main motivation. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, take advantage, man. Take advantage. Like, you guys get to come here and just trade live with us. And, like, again, this isn't like, hey, we're going to hand you a signal. But, like, it's very nice to be a beginner trader and have a stream that can teach you, that can go over concepts, that can talk about experienced ideas, that can call trades live, right? So you can just get the hang of, like, what it is that you should be looking for. Take advantage of that stuff. I took good advantage of Raja and Don doing that, and I'm glad they did. I don't know if I would have been able to read the markets like I do today had I not had that type of guidance. So
Yo, we got the Wolf of Wall Street.
Jordan Belfort's here.
Yeah. We got the Kayla.
My warrior.
Pick up the phone and dial.
Where is he? I don't see him.
You can find him. You can find him.
Look, he's always at my feet. Where is he? I don't even see him.
You don't? Oh, it's not. He has, what is that? Like brown shirt? So quiet out here. We're kind of library right now.
Kids want to work. Kids want to work. Kingman Staver is rolling up. Sometimes I don't even know he's there. Sometimes I'm talking to you guys, and all of a sudden it's like, oh snap, there he is. Okay, we got 2 minutes left here, so let's talk here. 4 hour is back down, so we did break the highs here. We broke the lows much earlier on this candle. There's still an hour left, right? We haven't really done much in terms of the buys. We really didn't even fill the range, right? We kind of just came right up towards like 34.30, and we're starting to reject a little bit here. So let's go back to the 30-minute. 30-minute time frame is starting to give us a little bit of resistance now, right? So let's redraw our ranges here just so we can get up to date, right? So again, my thought on today's daily candle, we will most likely just fluctuate, right? So we'll kind of just up and down on this candle here today, not make any true moves. But again, I could be totally wrong about that, but I'm going to base things up off of that idea because I've just seen that happen too much at this point, right? So 4 hour time frame is moving down, right? We have resistance. Keep in mind, daily no top wick. That 4 hour candle's got no top wick. We've moved down. We weren't really able to do much here, right? As we come into this zone over here, we're starting to reject out of it. But the thing here is that we have a high, we have a low, we have a lower high, right? We have a lower low, we have a lower high and a lower low. So we are starting to trend down, even though the last two candles look bullish. With this hour left, we can easily turn back bearish here, right, and begin to kind of come on down like this with that 4 hour candle. So I can totally see that happening. Or we can move up and break the highs, right? So that we could do one or the other. Now, I think the buys at this point are going to be better if we can get a pullback, and I'd be open to potentially trading into that pullback, right, and taking some sort of a counter trend trade here. So I see this area more so at 34.30 that I'm starting to pay attention to, right? So every single time we came over there, we began to move down here, right? Same thing, closed below, moved down, came up, moved down, closed below, moved down, and now we're here again, right? So could we get a nice clean push down here on this, at least the open of the next hourly candle, right? So you got the 15-minute looks like that, the 30-minute kind of creating resistance here. So I think if this 30 can create a top wick here and break the lows, I'm going to have a, sell stop to come back down towards the bottom of this range here. So we'll see. We could take that at 9:15, 9:30, or 9 a.m. here today. Let's just see how this next candle opens up, and if we can get that top wick, I think it looks good. Looks good, but we gotta wait. We gotta wait for that top wick, and then the lows there. Once they get broke, that's kind of the idea. I still do not see Johnny Gems.
Dang, bro.
Unless he's on a different... Oh, there he is. He's on... How are you on page 2 with a camera on? That's wild. All right, there. Angelo Betts in the house. What up, Angelo? All right, buddy. How you doing? Let's make him co-host. Ask him to unmute.
Yo, yo, what's up, my man?
Give us the
What's
gem
up,
of the
boys?
day.
Rafi, Nick.
Hey, how
What's
are
up,
you?
brother?
What's up, what's up?
Long time no see.
Feeling good,
Alright.
G. I'm gonna have a
Last day here.
sell stop here. Break of the lows on Goldie. We should take a few minutes to kind of create this this wick, and then maybe break the lows and see a pushback down here. Yeah, it's gonna be based off of that other wick to the left. This candle here, not the previous candle. Let's take a look at ES here too. Johnny Gems, how we feeling? Yeah, closures
amazing,
below.
bro.
Closures below look
Let's have an
amazing.
amazing day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Yeah, I like closures below here on ES. Below 78 looks perfecto. Perfecto. So I probably won't take this trade on the live account because I just want to take my withdrawal. I'm pretty much up a decent amount here on my XFA, up almost 1,000. So I might just take this trade here on the instant funded accounts. Yeah, I also qualified for a payout here on my XFA, so I'll probably take that. Oh, I forgot actually. I also have these I just grabbed like a bunch more combines here. So let's see if we can load up like 5 XFAs and 3 instant fundeds and then you know, decent size live account. So I'll probably go in on the XFA here. I mean I'm sorry, the combine.
Where do you got your sell stops? Break of the previous?
Yeah, break of those previous, so 3428.4 ish.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. We got accounts. We got accounts. What's up, Allie? Allison. Kingman's getting big. I know. He's about to be a big brother now too. So that boy got to get used to not being the little guy anymore, you know. So we're trying to toughen him up, rough him up. He's a pretty tough kid though. He gets pushed around a bit by Lele and Maverick, and Maverick's very strong. So that dude's gotta he's got to roll around with them all day. So he's like the new one to the crew, you know. It's like Lele and Maverick, and then Kingman. But now, once the new baby comes, it's gonna be like Kingman's gonna now like join that group, right? It's gonna be like Lele, Maverick, Kingman, and then whoever this like new guy is or new girl, right? So they're gonna have to feel him out a little bit now. Hey, Dan. Yeah, 9:15 works here too. Any point, 9:30, 9:15, 9 o'clock here. I really like ES sells. I think those are probably the best opportunities of the day here. So we'll see if we get like closures below on that 15-minute. But that right there, money. Yeah, exactly. That's the counter trend idea. Yep. Can't wait. He can't wait, Kingman. Kingman wants to live stream. Let's go, Louis G. Claim it, brother. Claim it. New baby? Yeah. We are having. We're having another baby in December. Yep. How many accounts do I trade at the same time? So I have 3 here on a copy trader, 1 over here, and then so ultimately I have 5, but it's almost like it's only 3, because I could trade 3 at the same time on this account, and then yeah, 1 over here and 1 over there, and then if I get so if I can pop off on these, then I'll have 5 here, 3 there, and then a live account. Been trading this XFA really good too. I qualify for a payout now, so I got my 5 days in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I qualify for a payout now. So I guess I could take half this, right, John? It's like 2,000.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe I'll just keep going. I don't know.
Take half, bro.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, I still got sell stops on gold. Yep. Lights Fire. What's good, brother? You didn't know that yet? Yeah, I think I mentioned it before the meetup. I didn't want you guys to come to the meetup and be like, "Oh, your wife's pregnant." So I figured I'd tell you beforehand. Man studied. We studied, man. We studied. All the way from Nebbia. Welcome. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support. Yeah, I combined them. Yeah, I combined them all. So again, like this one has 3. So you see how they're on the copy trader here? So these are 3 instant 50K accounts. And then the other ones can copy. I can copy up to 5 on that other account. And then my live account that I just trade separately. Another withdrawal coming today. I'm gonna take that. So I made about $7,000 since I made that $60,000 withdrawal the other day. So I'm gonna take about 5K here this afternoon. I'm getting tired of adding and subtracting, gang. It's multiplication time. I told you guys this 2 months ago. I'm locked in at another level. Like, you have no idea. Ask my wife, ask John. We are locked in on our trading. It's not even funny at this point. Like, I'm not okay with I'm not okay with staying here. I'm ready to go to, instead of $1,000 and $2,000 and $3,000 trades on my wins, I want to go to $10,000 and $20,000 and $30,000 on my wins, and all I got to do is stay locked in, you know, level up my lot sizes as I go, and it's gonna happen. There's no doubt. So it's just all about who's coming with me. I want everyone to level up and lock in and get the same reps that I'm getting in, and just take this thing to the next level. Why not? Why not take it to the next level? We can go big if we want to go big, right? And that's just the name of the game. So ain't no one stopping us. Ain't nobody stopping us. And we don't have to ask permission from anyone to go bigger, to go harder, to level up, to go to the next level. We don't need no one to you know, allow us to do that. So step into it, right? Remember what I was telling you guys yesterday? Be who you want to be. Right? Just be them. Just walk in it. Step in it. Own it. You guys heard Drake? You heard him say one time, you know, at some point you just got to know when it's your time. Right? You got to know when it's your time. So it's our time, gang. We up next. All right, let's go back to ES. There's a couple really big live streams too, which I love looking at, and it's like, but those live streams have also been around for like years and years and years. So like, you know, we're doing it big. All right, I'm getting more excited about this ES every minute that goes by here. So hopefully we get a nice little closure. I might delete gold now and just wait for something better. Let me just check gold. Yeah, I'm gonna delete that. So no more on gold. If it wants to move up, let it go. Let her go. Let's see if ES can hang tight for us, and we can possibly fill this range here at like 915. Yeah, you don't get to those levels though without being extremely disciplined, without really bossing up and being your own boss and not making the same silly mistakes anymore, and, you know, really holding yourself accountable to the next level, right? There at the next level, there's going to be, you know, more, you know, probably stricter habits that you got to get into, stricter systems, you know, and really make sure you're dialed in. So I'm prepared. What accounts do I trade with? Prop firms? Top one futures. I like top one futures instant funded accounts the best, because you don't have to go through a challenge or anything, and all you got to do is make like 3% or 6%. Like on the 50K, all I got to do is make $3,000 and I could take 2,500. So, and you could do that on each account. So you get all 3 accounts to just $3,000, and you can take $7,500 in profits. So I like that idea. Now look, on the 50K, it's obviously, right, you're going to have to trade a smaller position size, so it might be a little bit tougher to get to 3,000 using 1 and 2 contracts versus like on my live account, I'm using 10 and 20 contracts, right? So yeah, I'm going to be able to move a lot quicker on that one in terms of profits. But yeah, I mean, once you get to 3K, you can take 2,500 off each account. I like that deal. I think that may be one of the best deals in the business. And one of the most easiest for the trader, right, is to lock in on that. But I think we said we were going to keep that a secret, right, John?
Yes, sir.
We weren't gonna talk too much about that.
Nah, bro, keep it a secret.
If you heard it, you heard it. If you heard it, you heard it. Let's go. Who's coming with me, man? Who's coming with me? The name of the prop firm is Top One Futures. Yeah, Top One Futures. We have a link for Top One in the chat. If you put code TTE, you'll save, I think, 40 or 50% off of any account that you purchase. I personally like the instant funded because you don't have to go through the challenge and all that. Affiliate code is just TTE. Yeah, TTE will get you the discount. Can you trade news with which company? I don't trade news ever, so I'm not too sure. Can we withdraw all the profits if it's on your live account? Yeah. If it's like Top Step or Top One or I think any of or most of the firms, like funding firms, then you can't take all the money. At least in one shot. Yeah, Top One Futures 50K. Yeah, that's the one we're talking about. We'll put you guys on game. In my opinion, it's probably the last time I'll say it, but that's the best deal in the game. That's the best in terms of like traders coming in, getting paid out. I feel like that's probably the easiest way to snag a payout is get the 50Ks, run them up to 3K, and then take the 2,500, and then literally just start new instant accounts after that. Like take your 7,500 and then spend whatever it is, $900 or whatever on, or probably less than that, like 6 or 9 on new accounts, and then just repeat the process. So imagine if you can repeat that process. It's not going to work perfectly, right? But if you can repeat that process and get into the habit of that, then every month or month and a half, you take $7,500, you put 1,000 back in for new 50Ks, and try and repeat that process over and over. Let's go, Lights Fire. I know you are, man. I know. Yeah, I don't see why not, Muhammad. Why not? I would probably take most of my trades in the clubhouse. I mean, it just depends. How are your trades outside of the clubhouse? Are they profitable yet? If they are, then why not? Take those trades as well. If they're not, if you're still working and trying to get better, and you're taking a lot of the clubhouse trades, which are very, very good trades to take and study and look at, then I think maybe stick with that, until you're learning more and you feel a lot better by yourself. Are the rules difficult to understand? Yes, I still don't understand them. I have no idea about some of these prop firms. The rules are literally endless. Endless. That's why I like the live accounts too, because there's the only rules you got are your own rules, and that's it. Yeah, Apex. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right on that. But you gotta love these prop firms, man. They're giving traders a golden opportunity. They really, really helped me out in my early times. Like I really came up off of prop firms in a way. So you gotta love the opportunity that's in front of you with them. Yes, you really? Come on, close below here. Close below. All right, cool. So let's see if we can get a top wick here. Definitely going to need a top wick. We got a lot of clean range coming into the left. We got a new resistance being formed here now. So that's pretty nice. It's only 16 pips away. We could probably still even use the previous candle, which is like 30 pips. So let's see how we do here. I'm going to have a sell stop coming up. pretty shortly. And gold, gold closed bullish there, so nothing for me on gold. I guess we could wait till 9:30 for gold, and we'll see if we can kind of get into this idea here now. It's lonely not trading in the clubhouse. It kind of is. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. ES, yeah, ES looks great. It really does look good here. I want to see if we can get a little, like spend a minute to make the top wick here. So let's see if we can do that. And if we can, I'm going to have a sell stop. It's probably going to have to be on the break of the lows now. Yeah. Top one has a 20%. Yeah, 20% consistency. No consistency on the challenge, but on the live account. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good. I wanted to see maybe a top wick here. We're still in the first 1 minute of this candle. If you make 3K and you pull 2,500, how much drawdown you have left? Basically nothing. That's all I was saying. Like you get that payout, and then you reinvest right back into another account. Yeah. So like, let's say you did it times 3, right? So you take 2,500 times 3, you got $7,500 there now, right, of profit. So what you do is you say, who cares about those other 3 accounts? Right, and then you take 1,000 out of this, right? You minus 1,000. You put that 1,000 to 3 more accounts, 3 more 50Ks, right? It's just called business investing 101, right? Investing back into your business, and then you're left with $6,500 to do anything you want with, and then you got fresh new 350Ks. So that's what I'm planning on doing, and just kind of doing it like that.
Very true.
What do we have if we use that previous candle here? 42
25.
pip stops. I mean, I personally want to see a little bit of a better wick there, especially in the first minute like that. So, yeah. Bearish on gold? I'm not. So I'm bullish and bearish on gold, right? I think that this daily candle is going to just flop around here today. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm open to buys and I'm open for sells. I'm just not open for buys at resistance here. Right? So we're like sitting right at a resistance. I'd rather potentially look for sells to come back down at this point versus looking for buys. Maybe even like a closure below 29 there, because now look, now we don't really have much resistance here, we don't have much support below here, and it looks good to potentially continue on. So yeah, I'd rather wait. I don't like buying at resistance like that.
Definitely not.
Let's see. 9:30 might give us a better closure. Yeah, that too. Yeah, plus we got 9:30 coming up. So we got the best trading time, right, according to our system pretty much, coming up in 10 minutes. Do you buy 3 instant and just combine them? You can, you can. Or you could buy 2 and keep one on the side. Like, I think that's a good idea too, having like 2 kind of combined and then 1 over here. So that way, if you take a really good win, you can kind of lock out on here, right? And then trade the next account. So let's say you took a win in London and then you're going to trade New York too. You can just trade a fresh account, right? Or let's say you took a loss on this account and then you trade New York also. you lock out on this account. You just take that one loss, and then you trade this account. So it's nice to have one account that you can have separate, just in case you take a really nice win on one and you're like, all right, I don't want to touch that account anymore. Or if you take a loss or even a big loss, you're like, all right, let me just park that account and then I'll trade this other account for the next session. So I don't think there's any right or wrong way. You can trade them all individually as well. What about taxes? Just pay them. That's always the answer. It's a stick up. Taxes are honestly ridiculous. Like,
Right.
I'm about to run away.
Let's run away, bro.
I'm about to run away
I
to
wanna
the
go
jungle
next.
in Bali and never return.
Literally, bro.
Like, where'd that one guy go?
We're
Same.
cooking on that. We're cooking.
Same here.
Taxes are pretty annoying. Yeah, if you make 3K, then you can withdraw 2,500. Yep. And then what you'll have is you'll have $500, right, left. So maybe you don't want to just, I guess, like say, okay, screw those other 3 accounts. You're gonna have $500 left in them, right? So if you can build off of that, which is very impressive, because I only did that on like 2 accounts this year. So I've taken payouts on I think 7 accounts this year. And I've only, after taking the payout, only 2 of them did I build back up to take another payout on. The other whatever I blew right after the payout, because there just wasn't a lot of drawdown left for me, right? So if you can do that, it's very impressive. I did it once this year on 2 150Ks. I took like $3,000 on each of them. Basically dumped almost all the money out, and I think I was left with like less than $1,000. Remember that, John? And then we built it all the way back up to like 6,000. Took another payout, and then blew it. So it's tough. It's tough to get the payout, and then be left with very little drawdown, and then have that account survive. But I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
No. I deleted sell stops. Yeah, I deleted them. Yeah, we're going to wait here. We're just going to wait on 9:30. IRS, they want to know everything. By the way, if you guys have Instagram, go into your settings. Instagram just thought it was okay, without asking you, to just share your information with everyone on Instagram and your location and where you are, exactly where you are. So all my friends, I think that, in my opinion, is a major safety issue. So I would go into your settings on Instagram and make sure that that's turned off.
Yeah.
I guess they figured they didn't really need to ask or anything. They just, on a nice little software upgrade. You agreed to it.
Yeah.
You checked the box. I don't know, PF Trader, but when you find out, let me know, brother. The 3 accounts are instant. Yeah, the instant ones have that deal. I think on the evals you can get that too, right? Though you could take a payout at 3,000 on a 50K.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so either
sir.
the eval accounts, like the challenge, or the instant. I think we're gonna melt here at 9:30. If we can hold off for 5 minutes, this actually looking good.
I think so too.
We've been moving down a bit on the 30,
It's looking real
but
good.
I still like it.
See that 9:30 volume coming.
Do we need to comment on photos today? No, I stopped that. This random guy, Dan, he blew it for everyone. Yeah, he has this orange emoji on YouTube. He blew it for everyone, gang. So if you see that guy, there's no more giveaways because of him. So
Dang.
just blame him.
What the
Yeah.
heck?
Damn, Daniel.
Man, Daniel.
You done messed it up for the whole team, bro.
Terrible.
Delete that comment now.
What a team player.
Oh, snap. You messed it up, man. You messed it up. All right, do we dare to step into ES here at 9:30? I think we dare today.
I double dare you, bro.
The fade might be setting up too here on Goldie for 9:30 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be more interested in the fadey.
Bird. I double dare you to trade ES at 9:30.
A brick just went through Dan's window. My gosh.
Nah.
There you go, Dan. Turn off that location because now everyone's looking for you in this chat. Make sure you definitely have your location off.
Find you now with the Instagram giving out your location. Snap.
Okay, what shall we do here? What shall we do? We got 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Yeah, Goldie setting up too.
What up, Ray Slay? Nice to see you. I like more of the gold cells below, what, 29? 29, 29. Yeah, every time we came up, drop, came up, drop, came up, drop. No. I need to get a background like Rafi. I like that background. I see that one often too, like very similar background out there.
Nice colors.
Nah, I just like the wood. Is that like wood, right?
Yeah.
I like the lighting though too.
Bro, what lighting?
Yeah. Nice background, Rafi.
What lighting do you like, dude?
It looks like a purple lighting in the back.
Yeah, it's not purple. It's weird. Well, I don't know why it looks purple, but I like it.
Yeah. No, I like it too.
I like it.
Like it.
It's somewhere in settings, to be honest. I don't. I think it's under privacy or location. Yeah, I think it's under location, something like that. Yeah. Discount code for top one is just TTE. So like time to eat, TTE. Okay, gold, and then we got ES here. So what do we choose? What do we choose?
Sheesh,
we got options.
Yes, looks like it's about to go crazy.
You got a name, John?
Yeah, if we get this closure, yeah. Leave a lower wick.
I wish we could have maybe took like at least a minute to like make this wick instead of just automatically like write down, because I really did like this idea here. All right, we got a minute left. Minute left. Let's take a look at gold. We got volume come in. I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel it. Gold looking pretty good here too. I might be interested in these shorts. Yeah, continue to react to that zone up there at 33. So I like you. Damn, ES. Really like that. I really wanted that move. That was so clean. Really wish we could have popped a little bit more. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, let's see what we could do here on Goldie. Potential sell stops. Got stops at the break at these highs here, about 36 pips. And we close with no wick. And we close with no wick. Wow. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Let's take a look at ES here. ES is not bad, not bad. So I think I like the sells here on ES a little bit more than gold at this point. We have a little bit more room to go. I think we can keep stops above the previous candle high. They'll be sitting like 30 pips there. So I like ES. I'm gonna get involved here. See if we can get down towards that support, and if we can, I'm gonna close partials there and then just see if it can continue to run. Yeah, ES trying to move bearish here, man. Can we get the volume for 930? Can we get it? Yes. Yeah, we'll see. We've got volume here, so we'll see if we can get down into that like support level down there, and then that should be good to go. I'm gonna keep my stops above that previous candle, like back in the range here, and yeah, we'll see where we can go.
See that volume kick in.
Pumpkin brew. Got a lot of volume coming in here. A lot of volume. Yeah, I'm probably going to keep it above the 15 here, you know, back in the range. You can keep it above the 30s if you like, but 15 is going to be like 35 pips. So I'd rather just keep that, especially with 930, because if we start breaking through, then we could see a big push up here. So
yeah.
Don't. Would have loved to get it on that previous candle, but unfortunately couldn't do it. There's the pack. Do
Maybe
we grab the
pack runner?
Yeah, do we grab the pack and then drop? I don't know. We'll see. The original stops, I think we're going to be above 82 there, but we got a much lower entry now, so we can't necessarily, I mean, we could use them, but they just extend our stops a little bit too much at this, I mean, not too much, but depending on your contract size, you can either use the 30 or you can keep it above like the 15 there. I think either one is fine, because if you start pushing up in that zone, you're probably going to, you know, continue on.
No, I like those stops, smart stops.
Yeah. If you got room, use the 30, right? If you got it, but if not, my 30-minute would be, it would go from 800 to, from 650 to 800-ish. So, yeah, I'd rather just keep it where it is. Goldie melting? No, don't tell me that. Wow. Wow. Goldie.
Goldie.
ES on the quick pump while Goldie on the quick dump here. So let's see if we can move around. Gold, man, gold. Bring out the arrows. I don't think we need the arrows. I really don't think so.
Maybe, bro.
Maybe?
Not yet.
If we bring the arrows, then we got to move the stops. You guys know how it goes.
Nah, I think stops are great where they're at, no? Or put them above those 30 highs. I mean, if we get the arrows out, you gotta do that.
Put them above the 30s. 30s.
That's where mine's at.
Ah. I might need the arrow.
Get the arrows.
There's
bro,
nothing
please.
else outside of the 5 right there. So, I mean, if you want to do it, but we'll see. We'll see if we grab the pack and move down here. I think if we're breaking that high, if we continue to re-break it, it's probably going to pop. So,
For sure.
Goldie, I'm salty on gold, not going to lie. That was like, we could have been out of the trade right now. That's
Crazy.
insane. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Let's see. Gold no top wick. Oh snap. Would I enter on gold without a wick? No. No. That's why I didn't enter. Yeah, I'm going to move my stops up here. So I'm going to risk 800 instead of that 750 and see if we hold on the 30. If not, then, you know, it's fine. Sitting in the bleachers? Yeah. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I guess we probably could have had the entry on the break of the previous low, maybe, for a little bit better confirmation there. But it's all good. It's all good. Can we get a schmelter here?
Money has bleed.
Took 130 profit on gold, letting the rest run. Nah, that's I like it. I like it. Yeah, if we had a bottom wick on gold, we would have been in there. Oh, we didn't even get a top wick anyway, so what am I talking about?
Yeah, nah, didn't really look good.
Yeah. All right, let's see if ES can fade back down here, or is it gonna tap us out here? Let's see.
Be nice grabbing the pack here.
Could be, could be. So like the next trade here would be if you do want to participate in the sells, like this candle's gotta close pretty weak, right? So you almost have like a celery play and then maybe set sell stops. Other than that, I wouldn't get, if you're not in this sell yet, I wouldn't get involved right now. Goldie, Goldie. Yeah, gold tap target perfectly there. Perfectly. Look at that. Bink. Insane. All in a minute. All in a minute or two. Got out at the break of the 15. Yep, that's fine. That's fine too. No, I only took it on this account right here. I didn't take this on any other accounts. I didn't want to take it on Top Step and mess up my payout too, you know what I mean? So I'm already qualified for a payout there. So I'm not going to touch it on that one today. All right, that's it. 30-minute highs are broken. And we're out of there. So this might be a potential fake out here on the 30, or it could either close back below here, and then, you know, the sells will continue to play out later. You done soon? I don't have a good read. Yeah, that's fine, J Coop. That's fine. I'm probably going to get the 30 pack over anything, not the 15. Let's see if the 30 starts pushing back down now. What we got here? Clinks. What we got here? Okay, a little 360. A little 360. My entry was, yeah, if you had the previous candle lows there, then you're not in. So that's good. That's real good. What up, Willie? It's popping. All right, let me mark this up here real quick before I forget. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. Copy image. Boom, boom. All right, cool. So we'll have to see what happens now. Sit out for a few. Good old 930 on ES. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. What did you learn from this trade? So this trade, so we missed the original move, right? But we had the volume. We had 930. We still had much more range to go. You had a little advantage point here to take partials at, but ultimately you still had all this clean range to continue driving down. I am personally very bearish here today. I was expecting that 4 hour to continue driving after making the top wick, breaking the high. That was a lot of liquidity sitting up there, right? So as we come down, continue to close below, the idea works, right, for us to continue to fill the range, right? Our original thought was to get in here, but we couldn't, right? Or we didn't because of this top wick and how it moves so quickly. So the next best idea is wait for that closure, right? See if that candle closes below, and if it does, now you've got all this clean range, right? Because this is really just like a minor support. So if price does break through there, right, then you have a pretty decent trade on your hand to fill that range, right? So that was the idea with this trade, and looks like we're just gonna fake out pretty much. So even with this candle here, like, there was no reason to really take partials, right, either, because there was nothing in the way. So this probably would have been just a break-even trade anyway, because I probably would have been looking for partials, you know, somewhere towards the bottom of this support level here. So we just never got to any of the destinations, and, you know, that's fine. Still made a 110. Very nice, very nice. Let's go. Yep, day's not over. The day's not over. So both pairs really kind of moved how we expected, just not with the proper entries and whatnot. You hear Kingman? He's like, damn, they took a loss. He's crying for us. He's crying for us, man. Took the gold sells because the broker showed a top wick. Yeah, if I had a top wick, it's good. Yep. If it didn't have a bottom wick, then I wouldn't have taken that. So yeah, I probably wouldn't have taken it. So like, yeah, so like if this candle closed at a bottom wick and then it made a top wick, I still wouldn't take that trade. What happened, bro? Oh.
Yes, sir. On to the next now. On to the next.
Do you get into that, Johnny?
I did get into that.
On ES?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah, I'll be right back, right?
Yes, sir. Did you, Rafi?
No, I thought about it, but nah, I just didn't feel good in my body, so I'm yeah.
Really? Yeah, tough. Volume just brought us up. I mean, technicals looked good to move down. Volume brought us up, whatever.
You never know. You never know what's gonna happen.
You never know, bro. So, I'm on to the next now.
That was gonna be similar to what we were gonna do in gold, you know, in New York.
Yep. Yes,
New
sir.
resistance in the 15, but on the 30 has been running already, you know, similar.
Right. No, exactly the same. Yep. Yep. Looked good. Looked good.
Yeah.
Took a small loss. Cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we're on to the next. Or at least I am. I ain't sweating it. What's up, Cameron? What up, man? Alright, see you later, Keefy Monster. See you. Oh, nice, Richard. Nice, yeah. Breaking the previous lows weren't bad there. Nice, same setup for NQ playing out. Awesome. Yeah, Neo, that's why, you know, it's important to accept, you know, the random outcome to every trade. So, you know, emotions can't get to you. Since I accepted a random outcome to the trade, I knew, you know, I could win and I could lose. So, that outcome didn't surprise me. Therefore, you know, no emotions got to me. Yeah, Neo W. What was the factor for not taking entry? I mean, I took it, so yeah. I mean, I didn't think it was, you know, a bad trade.
Pretty good, pretty good. All right, let's see what gold wants to do here. Crazy move, crazy move.
Oh, gold because no lower wick. Yeah, no lower wick on gold, so no sells.
Gold trying to come back down. 4 hours, crazy. Not sweating that loss. We ain't sweating that loss at all. It's light. It's light. ES going up. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, I was expecting that full range really to get filled. Look at that 1 hour right back up. So that's the you know, that's the probability game, right? That's the probability we play, is that things could look good, they could look clean, and they could not work out the way that they normally do. So that's why, again, probability is the game we play, and having a stop loss and a risk and whatnot is super key. Copy trader with top one. Oh, it's so easy. Yeah, you just come over to settings, go to copy trading, and then you just pick the leader account and then check the other two, and then boom, they're done. Now every trade you take on one account will be placed on all the other accounts. NQ tanking and ES isn't? That ain't right. That just ain't right. Wow.
I don't want to look at that.
That's messed up. That's messed up. Doo, doo, doo. 4 hour is it's a bit tricky on. I'm not sure if you're talking about gold or not, but yeah, I mean, look at the 4 hour on gold. So we want to point down here, right? But this 4 hour candle had like no top wick, and then it popped up, created that top wick, and now we have a closure in like 12 minutes. So this closure, you know, could tell us a lot. Like I was mentioning earlier, we're continuing to make these lows here. So that's what I do like about the higher time frame on gold, is that we keep breaking the lows, right? So if this next candle opens up, starts breaking that low too, that might be the candle that actually pushes pretty hard, like this one here, right, for the New York session. So yeah, we'll see. They usually do correlate. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, gold and ES and NQ. Yeah. Just laughing. You got to. You win trades and you lose trades, right? As long as you win more and the profits are there, then that's all that matters. The losers are supposed to be there too. Imagine a trader that never lost a trade. Holy, that'd be awesome. That'd be crazy. Let's see. Mind over market. Yeah, that's such a good audio. Mind over market.
The most important takeaway I got from it, probably that technical edges aren't designed to make you right or wrong, but technical edges are designed to put the odds of success in your favor over a series of trades, and that every outcome to a trade is random, but over a series of trades you have edge. That's probably my biggest takeaway. Yeah, so the randomness principle, right? Understand that every outcome to your trade has a random outcome, but understanding that your technical edge is designed to put the odds of success in your favor over a series of trades. And that's probably my biggest takeaway. Therefore, what that means is wins and losses will be distributed randomly, you know, over any set of variables that define an edge or a series of edges. Yeah, there you go. If you don't wanna take a loss in trading, just don't take a trade, right? If you don't
Yeah,
wanna
there you
lose
go.
money in trading, just don't take a trade. No one will say anything.
Yo, did you see what I was watching last night? Triple H versus Stone Cold, man. I never seen that match. I'm like, let me look up some old, because we were all pretty fired up yesterday after like leaving the Asian session. Like I could not go to sleep after that Asian session last night. So, bro, I just started watching WWF. Ran into the Triple H Stone Cold match. I never seen it before. Where it was like you had to win 2 out of 3. So it was like 3 matches in 1 match. I didn't even know they ever did that. So it was pretty cool. I was like, damn, throwing it back for me. A lot of memories. Lot of memories. Is it possible to become a millionaire just from trading? Yeah, just make $1 million trading. You're a millionaire from trading. If you can make 1,000, you can make 100,000, you can make 1,000,000. You know what I mean? There's no difference. It's just time and account size and skill set and lots and things like that. I mean, there's some people that make 100 grand per trade, you know, so it doesn't even take them that many trades to get to 1,000,000. 1,000,000's not even a lot. It's not as much money as you once thought it was either. It's really, really not. Yo, WWF, man. Oh, in the late 90s? Come on. Come on. They did like some Netflix special on like the behind the scenes of WWF back then, and it was actually pretty cool to watch. And now like watching it back, you could see where they were kind of talking to each other, like like they talked without talking, right? Like communicate with each other in the ring and stuff. But man, those guys, it's pretty impressive what they do. Like obviously wrestling's not real, but when you get slammed onto that mat or like slammed onto like that steel floor, like that's all real, right? Like yeah, they might not be using real chairs and stuff, but the chairs that they are using, even that hurts. Yeah, the refs really actually, so I didn't realize that, but the refs really kind of control everything in there, so it's pretty cool. That Vince, yeah, I seen the Vince McMahon documentary too. Yeah, I seen that. Look up the other one. It's I forget what it was called, but I think Triple H kind of hosted it. It was pretty good. You can't spell millions without having a couple L's, baby. There you go. There you go.
Sir.
Hulkster, yeah. When I was in Clearwater, they had a whole bunch of like they had like Hulk Hogan stores out there and all that. It was wild. Man, this 1 hour candle.
Oh,
Dirty work. Dirty work.
that thing looked like it was about to melt, bro.
All right. Have I seen Iron Claw? I don't think so, actually. No. Goldie. This 4 hour coming to a close here, and we're coming back up. This might be a potential opportunity. Yeah, the 4 hour candles are just nasty here today. Yeah, by the time John Cena came around, I wasn't watching wrestling anymore, so I don't even know who John Cena is really. And Brock Lesnar, the only reason I know Brock Lesnar is from the UFC. I never even seen him in like the WWF or WWE, whatever they call it. Wasn't it like John Cena's last year or something? They made him turn heel or whatever. What we got? Oh, nice. Started had a tough start. Battled all the way back. Beautiful. Very nice. Very nice.
Dope.
TradeZella. Yeah, I did so I did a video on TradeZella, so you guys can go check that out if you want to build up your playbook in there. Just go over to the channel here, go to like videos, and then just where is it? Where is it? Somewhere here, right here. This one right here. So I'll show you how to build out your playbook. I'll tell you why you should have a playbook. Just give you a little mindset behind it. If you guys haven't watched any of these videos, just go check them out. You guys see, like, if you're new to our trading style, we got like weekly reviews, monthly reviews, payouts and stuff like that, so you can see how the payout process works. Yeah, I think this one I kind of walked through the main payout process. But yeah, these are all really, really good videos to go check out, especially like some of these up here. I think they'll be extremely helpful in your trading. I got the GT3RS delivery day vlog coming up soon. Just putting it all together, tying it all together, and then we're gonna drop that vlog. I think I got a vlog of the meetup too, like outside of the actual meetup video, and then yeah, a couple more coming. All right, 10 a.m. We got closures coming up here in 3 minutes, so let's see how we do. I like the instant funded better, but I actually never used the pro account, so I can't really speak on it too much. But I like the instant accounts. I think they're good. There hasn't been weekly reviews in a while. They're all in the clubhouse now. Yeah, they're all like in the clubhouse. Yeah, we do weekly reviews every week still, but they get uploaded in the clubhouse. Maybe I'll do like I know we're gonna plan like this webinar here on YouTube, so we're gonna do like a 3-hour webinar in September on YouTube. But I'll probably drop like another monthly review at some point. If you're not following me on Instagram too, follow me on Insta. Follow me on Insta and let's connect over there. After trading, then no more WWE. Yeah, I literally traded last night and then literally just watched WWE. Stone Cold and Triple H.
Looks like a vibe.
Yeah, it was a vibe.
Now, is that
actually.
real blood? Is that like staged
Well,
blood?
that's what we were trying to figure out last night. Me and Anna were looking because like the camera went off of Stone Cold for a minute, and then like that's when he started bleeding. So like he threw him over there, and then like the camera kind of got off him, and then he started bleeding. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually like, cut their own head or something with like a razor blade. I mean, if you're willing to do stuff like that, I mean, you shouldn't have an issue just slicing your head with a little razor blade real quick. But I don't know. I don't know. Does anyone else know? Is anyone actually into wrestling that actually knows if that's real blood? Yeah, that's the same blood that they used for the Trump rally. Yep. How you doing? My guy Trump. Show us the ear. That's what I want to see. Show us the dang ear. By the way, gang, when you just for common sense sake, when you get shot in the ear, your ear then becomes a little deformed, right? It actually has a sign like an ear that gets shot. You look at that ear and you go, something happened to that ear, right? Like maybe it got shot, or maybe someone stabbed him in the ear, right? It doesn't just come back as like a perfectly good ear that doesn't seem like anything happened to it. So just a quick commercial. I was just thinking that in my mind. What was it even an ear? That's the question. I mean, I know like reptiles and stuff kind of grow like tails back and stuff, but not humans, right? Yeah. I mean, hey, when you're a billionaire, you know you can do anything. So you're a billionaire, you get a new ear. No biggie. Show us the ear. I got a new one. Don't worry about it. Oh, snap. All right, look at this. Holy, we got some options here. So we have an option to potentially take the buys here. I want to see this top wick form on the 30, and then if we can re-break the lows, we have a potential inverted celery / fade popping off here that I would be interested in. So I am going to have a buy stop. If this doesn't work, I'll call it a day, but my stop's going to be back below the lows here, and I'm anticipating this 4-hour candle to pop up, make a top wick, and I think we can look for some sort of partials, maybe around like 28 there, right around like 34.28 looks pretty good around these wick levels. Let's see what that looks like on the 15. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Yeah, so 24.28. I like the fact that we're closing really above here, right on the 15. So we'll see if it works. Last attempt here today. Yeah, exactly. Hey, they make their own rules. You know what I mean? If they don't follow the rules, then why should you? John Cena. I've only seen John Cena in like Fast and Furious, man. Yep. Okay, we'll see what happens here. If we can break the highs, I think we can get a push up on this this 4-hour candle here, pushing up towards like 28, maybe even a little higher. So that's kind of the goal here. We'll see if we can get activated. My stops are going to be kept below the lows on this candle, and then TP be somewhere, you know, up here, and then partials right here. Limit sell, perfect. Okay, so that's it. If we can push through these wicks here, I think we could probably go break even, but we got to get up through those wicks first. Doom, doom, doom. Let's put the stops down here. Let's see. Can't see him. Yeah. I never seen him. John Cena.
Can't see John Cena, bro.
Don't buy here. I like the buys here. They look pretty good. Again, I'm gonna keep a tight stop. If it re-breaks the low, then it probably won't work. But I like the buys up. You know, we might reject here. That's why like break even point was like probably right around there. But if we can push through there, then we may get a nice pump up here on gold. And if this don't work, then we just don't have a good read here today, you know, and then we just call it.
That's fine.
And that's fine too. That's gonna happen every now and then, right? Every now and then you're gonna have a tough read on the markets, run into a loss or two, and
Yep.
it won't hurt you if you keep it there, right? If you keep it at a loss or two, you'll never go too far down the road to where you fall off.
Correct. Yes, sir. All we can do is be consistent and disciplined. You know, the outcomes are outside of our control.
Exactly. All right, that's it. I'm out. So not the greatest read here today. We're going to move all up and down. That's this daily candle for you, right? That just moving up and moving down here like we mentioned. Sometimes it's going to be hard to get the reads on those type of days, but 0 for 2, that's usually how most of my losing days go, not going to lie. Yeah. 0 for 2, 0 for 2, right? I usually call it quits right there. So I'll probably call it quits here at 12 hundo, stop the bleeding, and just come right back, right? Tomorrow.
All good.
We need the arrow strat, yeah. we almost got break even there. I mean, if you did go break even, that's not bad either. But yeah, that'll probably do it. That will probably do it. On to the next sesh. So shake that off.
Yes,
you're gonna run into losses, every now and then in trading, and it's one of those days. So enjoy it, embrace it, and let's move on. Let's move on. Next time I'll bring the arrow out. I promise.
We're on to the next right now.
Hey, to be honest, maybe that's why
Right.
we lost the ES trade, because we didn't bring the arrow out. Maybe I should have listened.
I think so, bro. I said, bro, bring it out, man. I was thinking we could grab the pack, respect the arrows, and keep moving.
Yeah. Yep. But either way,
But,
good session, good attempts here, right? You had an inverted celery on gold. Let me just mark this up. So it's not like we went against the playbook, but hey, out of every 10 trades on the playbook, you know, you're going to get 2 or 3 that are going to lose there. So well expected. Let me just put a break even,
Yes,
and we
sir.
didn't get to it. So let me just make sure. Boom. We were just shy of that break even point.
Yep. And a lot of us, right, are trying to attract good results to our trading, right? So we're trying to align ourselves with our goals. So remember, we're not chasing, we're embodying, right? We're becoming the professional trader today, regardless of the results or outcomes we got. Today we're becoming the professional trader, which means we have to act like one, right? Not just with our winners, but also with our losses here. So this is actually going to be a test for some of you guys who take 2 losses in a row. Are you going to still embody this person you're trying to become, or are you going to go back to who you used to be and, you know, not look to become this person so you can attract the results, right? It's a challenge for everyone. It's an opportunity to, you know, tell the universe that, yo, I'm becoming this person, right? So you can't just don't just expect the good things. There's, you know, some cons that come with things, and, right, you got to still embody that person through, you know, some adversity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, this trade was simply just like an inverted celery, right? So we had a brand new 4-hour candle. We made a low here, and then we came back up. We broke that high. We were expecting that 4-hour candle to go up, you know, make some sort of a top wick. Look at the last 2 top wicks on the 4-hour. So go up, make a top wick, right, and get at least up until 28. So 28 was kind of the idea here, to see if we can tap into that, but, you know, fell shy. So just a simple inverted celery, that's all it was, and just like the rest of them. So we'll mark that one off as probability and keep it moving. I don't think we really could have done much different. Again, the whole 4-hour confusion and the daily confusion is what kind of tangles up price action on days like this. So, you know, you could follow your plan to the T on days like this and, you know, take a loss or something. So yeah, that was it. Just a regular inverted celery. Not a loss, just a lesson. Yeah, just a little loss. Just a little lesson.
Now, what would the consistently profitable trader do right now, chat? Ask yourself that. I'm pretty sure they would say, all right, let's move on to the next best trade, right? Let's collect this in our journal and move on to the next best trade.
Lock out. Lock out. Lock out. Still in the trade. I think it will play out. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. If you had previous candle stops, you know, this may still work out. We might respect the lows there and then continue to move bullish. Yeah.
I think
But
it might be gym time.
that is me. Yeah, that is my day here. 2 losses. That's my rule. I don't do 3 strikes and I'm out. 2 strikes and I'm out. And I'll keep, you know, stay green for the rest of the week here. Not going to lose that. And then we'll come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we actually have red folder news. So we should have more volatility. We should get things straightened out a little bit more with that red folder that comes in and have some better price action. So good session today. Johnny Gems, Rafi Gems, thanks for coming by. Way to eat the loss like a boss, and let's keep moving on to the next best trade.
Hey, figure trader vibes.
Thank you for having me, my brother. I'll see you guys when I get back.
Oh yeah, have fun. Have fun.
Hey,
Enjoy it.
We're heading out.
have fun,
Enjoy
Rafi.
it.
Enjoy that, man.
Be safe. Safe travels. We'll see you when you get back. Squad, on to the next best trade. We'll see you guys in Asian session a little bit later. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Good to be here with y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right?
Bye.
Peace, G's. We out. Later.
Hey, we seeing W's all in the chat. It's like a home run straight off of the bat. Lion, the Judah, the cat out the bag. I can't dilute it, I'm
ground in the kingdom of gun. World just wait around when he told you to run, told you to run. Run the race at the pace that you're supposed to. Break through and there's nothing that he won't do. Broken chains are falling to the ground. We ain't taking no L's, no, 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 no. Saints breaking out of cells. Go, 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 go. Battle's been won. He said it's done. So we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. Hey, we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. No, no L's. Hey, taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's.
Daddy, you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Come on. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Whoa, last time I checked, I'm still hot. Real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I still that guy that did it on my own. Stay independent. For you to get what I'm getting, it will probably take a village. Just give me a minute, turn a snippet to a hit, and now they all want a percentage, but I'm only paying visits. Big dog, hit 'em with thick thumbs and a quick draw. Pit boss, if they ain't playing, they getting kicked off. Jigsaw, I got 'em puzzled, got 'em a bit lost. It's a feeding frenzy, I put a beat in a pig trough. Got it on lock, got the password. Type of thing you couldn't manufacture. 10,000 hours, got it mastered. Can't you see the patterns? Last time I checked, I'm still hot. Real hot, kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I was still hot. Real hot, kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I'm still the man in my town, they had to crown me. What I used to make in a day, I make it hourly. Told Grand, send me a beat and make it bouncy. When they hear the tag, they know it's about to be big scene, catching us on the big screen. 16, bar slicker is pristine. Livestream, everything that we spit clean. Big jeans, pockets are looking mint green. Pen game bulletproof. Look at all the levels that we took it to. Sticking out like a crooked tooth. Staring at the mirror like, look at you. Damn, I'm still hot. Real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I